Up, and I'm up. Hey Andre. Hey Izuku. Happy birthday to you. Hey Asian Wing Sauce. Hope you have a good stream. I have to sleep but have fun. Okay. You have a good night, Asian Wing Sauce. Yeah, thank you for dropping by though. Yeah. Yeah, I am gonna be playing an otome game today. Well, it is a Tuesday, so that's my usual day for otome games right now. Yeah. I think it was... Yep. Up there go. Yeah, we're continuing on volume 2. I think I'm halfway there, so we'll see if I can finish volume 2. Yeah, probably until 6 or 6:30 p.m. So I got like 4 hours or something. Yeah. We'll see. Okay, it's chapter 3. So I actually just stopped at the right time during that last stream for this. Another otome game is the villainous one. When you're gonna play this anyway, guess I don't need to. I usually play my otome games on a Tuesday, since that's my free time. Unless something comes up and I have to play it on a Tuesday, then yeah. Let me just ban that. I see a bot. The very first 10 minutes of the stream. Thanks, bot. Otome games on Tuesday mostly. Got it, yeah? Unless something comes up and I need to play something else. Which is most likely something that will happen on December. But we'll see. Since me and my friends are actually waiting for FF14 update. Like Genshin? Nope. I usually play the Hoyo games at like Thursdays. Like a day after update. Since my Wednesdays are reserved for Ragnarok unless we're not all available on Wednesday. Yeah. After Tiaros and Isilla left the office, the evening had already settled in. The room was dimly lit, casting long shadows across the space. I mean, FF14 is a good game. On the table was a glass of wine instead of tea. Oh? FF14 has a free trial if you want to just try it out. There's a free trial. As Aquastine finished up his papers, Elliot tried to clean up the table with leftovers of Tiaros' cake. Oh. Usually after work, Aquastine would go over the schedule for the following day. However, he reached over to the cake. Oh? Unless it's made by Tiara. Okay then.
それならばすぐにティアラローズ様のケーキが美味しかったとおっしゃればよかったものを。お前な。アイシラ城の機嫌はいい状態をキープさせる必要がある。それはそうですけど、もちろん私も理解はしています。アイシラ様が不機嫌になれば海の妖精も荒れる。
Well, that's a predicament right there.
幸せであれば海は恵みをもたらしてくださるので国が豊かになる。分かってはいるのですけれど。
Oh, there's a 7-stream streak. Huh. That's cool. Is worried about Lady Tiaro. She seems anxious lady. Do you realize that? Oh. I'm pretty sure Aquaseed realized it. I don't know. Maybe. As the night wore on, around midnight, a scream echoed from Tiaro's room. What? What now? The scream was Tiaros herself. She jumped up from her bed. Tiaros sat herself up on her bed, mesmerized by the memories of her past, the still image of Aquasteed. What do you mean? Oh, like a CG? Huh. Yeah, the room with so much space wasted.
ヒロインのアイシラ様とアクア様が海辺を散歩していて転びそうになったヒロインをかばいアクア様が海に落ちてしまうというイベント。スチルのアクア様、かっこよかった。そして普段のアクア様もいつも優しく甘やかしてくれて、私にはもったいないくらいの素敵な方。そうだわ。浸っている場合ではなかった。スチルが公開されただけで、それ以外の情報はまだなかったから。でも、公務で海へ行く予定は今のところない。プライベートは？可能性があるとすれば、アイシラ様に誘われて。でも、一体どうやってイベントを阻止したらいいの
？Okay, let me save then. Okay. Should we probably check? Yep, there we go. Here we go, it's pink.
とりあえず、アクア様の予定をしっかり把握しておくことにしましょう。そして、もしも海へ行くようなことがあれば、全力で止める。いっそ、アイシラ様を引き止めるくらいはやらなければ。
Should you?
いいえ。
Question mark?
それは無理。アイシラ様はこの国の公爵令嬢だから、強く出ることは難しいわね。最悪、私は絶対ついていけるようにしておきましょう。アイシラ様とアクア様を海辺で二人きりにはさせられない。とにかく絶対にイベントを阻止してみせるわ。
Tiaros was determined. Still heated, she crawled back to bed to get some more sleep. The next day, Tiaros and Aquasteed was enjoying their breakfast at Tiaros's room. It was just a regular morning. Okay. Thanks for the alert, Isuko. Until Tiaros heard the very thing she feared the most. Oh. Uh-oh. Tiaros jumped on her feet. Why is this happening too soon? Didn't tell me about this plan yesterday.
今までそのようなお話はご予定になかったですよね。
ああ、新種のサンゴができたらしい。
Oh. That makes sense, since Lady Isilla is blessed by the sea fairies, so new species occasionally appear at her sea. But I don't want her to be the one to see the dripping wet still. Why is it named like that? Why is the CG named like that? Tiaro stood still in shock. Aquasteed also stood up to come closer.
Tiara, 一体どうしたの？何か思い悩むことがあるなら教えて。
Okay, he has no idea. He has no idea at the moment.
いえ、私のわがままですもの。
言ってごらん。ティアラはもっとわがままを言ってくれてもいいくらいなのに、ちっとも私に甘えてくれないんだから。
それはだってアクア様にご迷惑をおかけするわけにはいきませんから。
I just promised myself yesterday I won't let this event happen, but in reality, it's hard to force him not to go. But no matter what, I don't want to be his
遠慮
burden.
なんていらないのに。
Akosi took Tiaros' hand and led her to the sofa. And he sat her down. Okay. He also sat down next to her and gently patted Tiaros on her head.
ちゃんと言ってごらん。
Okay.
ですがアクア様は公務でしょ。
それ以上はダメ。
Okay. Aquaseed put his fingers on Tiaros's lips so that she won't make excuses for not telling him her feelings. He continues to press his fingertips onto her lips to enjoy the touch. Okay.
言うまで止めてあげないよ。遠慮しないで言いたいことをちゃんと言ってごらん。
This isn't going anywhere. I must tell him. He said just tell him, so I guess I'm just gonna tell him. Yep, it's pink, okay.
海には行かないでほしいのです。
海に？
はい。ですがこれは私のわがままです。
アイシラ様に会いに行かないでではなく、
this man.
つまりアイシラ城の屋敷に行くのは構わないということ？理由は？
This man. I can't tell him the real reason. I can't tell him that. I don't want Lady Isilla to experience the dripping. What the fuck? You didn't have to word it like that, game, but okay then. Tiaros didn't answer. She shook her head. For a moment, Aquaseed was thinking, then he opened his
行
mouth.
くのはやめよ
Oh. He
う。
won't?
新種のサンゴはエリオットに任せることにするよ。私はティアラの方が大切だからね。
Okay. I'm relieved, but is he sure?
本当にいいんでしょうか。
あ、報告書を読めば事足りるから。ティアラは何も心配しなくて大丈夫。
アクア様。ありがとうございます。
もっと甘えて。私がそばにいない時に寂しくなったらすぐに来て。かわいいティアラ。もっとティアラのわがままに応えてあげたい。
はい。
Tiaros bursts with joy and hugs him. Aquasteed hugs her back lightly. Up, hey, Kana. How you doing? Hey, Yuki. Yeah, we're back at it again. Then he gently caressed her cheeks. His fingers lift her chin. The arrows felt the spread like he... Okay then. So happy he made some alone time with me. I can't tell him enough how much I... Okay. Okay, girl. Okay then. Oh, there was a knock on the door. Well. The arrows immediately jumps away from Aquasteed. He looked a little disappointed. Only EP slept around 5:30 a.m. Yeah, work? If anybody sees us like this, I won't be able to get out of my room anymore. Okay. I was feeling it. Yes, Oh. Feeling it, looking a little awkward, tells Aquasteed that Lady Isilla has arrived.
視察の件か。すぐ執務室に向かうから、そのまま待っていてもらってくれ。
かしこまりました。
Prince Aqua had assured me that he won't be going to the sea. Lady Alicilla came to pick up Prince Aqua? What is he going to do? Is there no way to stop? Why? I'm looking at how they named that. Okay then, that in-game event, but okay then. Rose and Aquasteed finished their breakfast to head to the office. Even the morning dessert could pull up Rose's vibes. She walked heavily to the office. As the office door opened, the first thing they saw was Lady Alicilla waiting at the sofa.
おはようございます。アクアスティード殿下、ティアラローズ様。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。おはようございます。アイシラ様。
Oh, 3 streak. Hi.
おはよう、アイシラ嬢。
That's cool.
すまない。実は本日の視察はエリオットが同行することになる。
まあ、そうでしたか。かしこまりました。
おそらくもうすぐ戻っては来るだろうが、そうだ。途中まで一緒に行こうか。
アクア様？
エリオットは騎士団の仕事に出ているんだ。途中には綺麗なバラ園があるから一緒に見よ
う。お誘いありがとうございます。いいですね。あそこのバラはとても見事ですから。
I'm happy that he invited me along. Lady Alicilla is with us too, but I'm happy that Prince Aqua cared for me. After meeting up with Elliot, Lady Alicilla will return to her place with him. Maybe I can have some alone time with Prince Aqua.
それじゃあ行こうか。アイシラ嬢には手間をかけさせてすまないね。
いいえ、私もバラは大好きですから。
それはよかった。
Okay. And so the three of them leave the office to head to the rose garden.
わあ、綺麗。香りも甘くてうっとりしてしまうわ。美しいです。
A fountain with the statue of a goddess is surrounded by pink, yellow, and red
気に入っ
roses.
てもらえてよかった。
私は花よりもサンゴを見る機会が多いので、令嬢として恥ずかしい限りですわ。アイシラ様はとても美しいサンゴを育てていらっしゃるのですから。
Lady Alicilla is so small and slender. She's so cute. Of course, as the sequel heroine, she is generally a highly capable person, but still I can tell she worked hard for it. Keeping up the effort isn't easy. Not many people can continue to work hard. It's something that she should be proud of.
ありがとうございます。ティアラローズ様はとてもお優しいです。いえ。あ、これは白いバラですね。色がついているのも素敵ですけれど、白いバラも綺麗ですよね。ええ。それに白はティアラローズ様のハニーピンクの髪にもとても合いそうですわ。
She's really mature, but just a 14-year-old when she's excited.
上の方にもとても綺麗なバラが。
Oh. As Alicilla tiptoed to reach for the roses above, she lost her balance. Her body was falling towards the uh-oh.
アイシラ嬢。
Oh. The moment Aquaseed saw her falling towards the fountain, she immediately jumped forward to protect her. Oh. Well, that's oh, there's the CG that she was fearing that will happen. Well, it still happened. Please don't be another headache. Hopefully, she seems really nice. Like she actually seemed genuinely nice. So hopefully she's not, you know, like the other girl. The next thing he knew, he had plunged into the fountain with a big splash. Well, yep, there's the CG. Wait, wasn't that supposed to happen at the sea? No, well, there's a body of water here, so still happened. This is just like the still that I dreamt yesterday. The way he's held and how he just slicked up his bags. Now that I think of it, he's wearing the same clothes as in the still image too. Are the game events mandatory? There's a grammatical error, but okay. Even if I was able to stop him from going to the sea, it still happened. I don't have any powers in the game.
アクアスティード殿下、私。
大丈夫です、アイシラ嬢。少し濡れただけで怪我もしていません。
I still pat Sakoseed with her handkerchief, so I guess there's nothing I can do. Going to cry if I stay here any longer. Uh-oh. The arrows left the two and took off. Aquaseed's sweet voice echoes in her ears, but she couldn't look back. The arrows continued to run. Damn. I promised myself not to run away, but in reality, the event occurred. I couldn't keep my
頭で
promise.
はこうしなければいけないと理解していても、なかなかそうはいかないものね。アクア様の心はまだ私に向けら
I'm
れてい
pretty
る。
sure he still
ゲ
does.
ームのイベント中はその心すらヒロインに向かってしまうのではないかと。
But fair enough from
今
her.
回のイベントはたまたま思い出せただけで、
Since it kinda did happen during the first guy.
だから一生懸命アクア様本人を見ることしかできない。あかり様ならこの先の展開も知っているでしょうし、ゲームの情報があれば有利でしょうけれど、それはダメ。してはならないわ。
Don't. Probably
だっ
don't.
てそれではアクア様本人をまっすぐに見ることができなくなるもの。
可愛い顔、もっと見せて。可愛いティアラ、もっとティアラのわがままに。
大丈夫。アクア様は私を見てくれている。
Tiaros looked up so that her tears won't fall. As she tried to hold back tears, someone covered her eyes from her back. Oh. No, it's this man. It's this man again.
もしかしてキース。
なんだ、またあいつに泣かされてんのか？
違います。
だが、お前の心は泣いているぞ。辛いなら、俺のところに来ればいい。
Sir, the lady is currently engaged, sir. It's not his fault.
別に泣かされたわけじゃないです。私が勝手に思い悩んでいるだけですから。
This man just wants to commit that tear. Jesus Christ. I know, like, sir, I know I like the voice, but sir. Keith is so free like always, but I shouldn't be alone together with him. Prince Aqua will be worried. Oh, he's gonna be angry. He's gonna be jealous. But it's probably no use telling him. He'll teleport to my room anytime. With a frown on her face, the arrow sighed.
相変わらず人間は面倒だな。
Yeah, that's true.
キースは相変わらず自由ですね。今、紅茶をご用意いたします。
I don't know if fairies favor tea, but I at least must show some hospitality. He's the fairy king after all. Prince Aqua had ordered various teas, including my favorites, so I'm sure there's something suitable for Keith too. As an apology for turning down Keith's kind suggestion, I'll try my best to be hospitable. Which one should I choose? Tiaro started preparing the tea. Keith was already making himself at home, sinking to Tiaro's sofa. As expected of a fair king, he's so carefree, but I can also see his augustness.
紅茶を入れましたので、どうぞ。
いい香りだ。
妖精も紅茶がお好きなんですね。
ああ、森の妖精は特にね。
Oh.
自然に咲く花はとてもいい茶になる。
Oh, okay.
礼に振る舞ってやろう。
ありがとうございます。
涙は引っ込んだみたいだな。
Keith looked into Tiaros and smiled satisfyingly. He took her hand. Oh,
とりあえ
sir?
ず行くか。
Sir?
行くって。
Before Tiaros could even object, he pulled her close and chanted his teleportation magic. Well, it was right after the two vanished from Tiaros's room. Aquaseed came and knocked on the door. Well, shit.
ティアラ、開けてくれ。ティアラ。
No response. Is she crying alone? Nope.
もっと甘えてほしいと。いや、ティアラがすぐに甘えたいと思えない私が。ティアラ、入るよ。え、誰もいない。いや、ついさっきまでいたはず。妖精王か。
Oh god, he knew that he was about to knock on the door. He knew.
転移魔法を使ったな。間違いなくティアラを連れ去ったのは妖精だ。
Oh no. He's
すぐに
angry.
取り戻せ。
Oh, he's angry. Aquasteed bit his lips and rushed out of Tiaros' room. Well, shit. He was determined to bring Tiaros back. Oh boy. Sir. Fairy King's castle stands beyond the tree gate.
王様、おかえりなさい。
Someone is about to lose his head. Oh boy.
あれ、ティアラだ。
Oh boy.
どうしたの？
This
キー
place.
ス、どういうことですか？突然連れてくるなんて、まるで誘拐です。
まあそう吠えるな。
Oh no, what do I do? This is my second time leaving the castle without telling anyone. Prince Aqua must be worried. This very moment. Oh, he angry.
キース、お願いです。すぐに返してください。
気づいていないんだろうけどな、ティアラ。お前ひどい顔だ。
それは関係ない。
A huge flower of about 3 meters long appeared. I've never seen a flower this big before. This is the power of the Fairy King. Damn you, Victor.
キース、私は帰り。
Before Tiaros could finish her sentence, Keith gently pushed her onto the flower. Flower was fluffy like a bed.
別に何もしねえよ。とりあえず寝ろ。
ティアラ、寝不足？寝不足はお肌の敵よ。ティアラ、寝て。
Fairies come by and showers Tiaros with flower petals to keep her warm and cozy. A big flower bed. I feel like I'm in a fairy tale. It reminds me of Thumbelina. Jesus.
お心遣いは嬉しいですが、私は大丈夫です。でも、ティアラ目が赤い。休まないと。ダメダメ、ティアラ。休むの。このお花、あげる。
You're right about that. I couldn't sleep much last night, plus I cried. And yes, I may be lacking energy too because of what happened earlier,
あ
but
りがとう。でも、私は自室で休みます。ですから、返してください。
ダメだ。お前は森の妖精が気まぐれだって知ってるだろ？
キースですが、
Tiaros tried to object, but at that moment... Huh? Huh? Okay then. Keith pats Tiaros' head gently with his big hands. No, she. Keith's hands spread warm throughout her body, and soon later, consciousness faded. Oh, bullshit.
しばらく休んでいろ。
Tiaros couldn't think anymore. A few seconds later, she was completely
い
asleep.
くら無防備だからってこんなに簡単に眠るとはな。よほど辛かったか。今はゆっくりと休めばいい。
Keith gently brushed her cheeks.
王様、ティアラどうしたの？
ちょっと疲れているだけだ。起きたらティアラと遊んでやれ。
はーい。一緒にお昼ね。
The fairies playfully gather around Tiaros and lies down next to her. That's cute though. That's cute.
妖精たちも昼寝か。まったく世話のかかる。後の世話は妖精たちに任せておけばいいか。
Keith sighed and left Tiaros with the forest
森の
fairies.
妖精に愛されし妃か。
Huh? In the kingdom of Marine Forest, there are 3 types of fairies: forest, sea, and sky fairy. Each has its own fairy king who unites the tribe. The fairies give blessing to those who they favor. It is said that the most friendly fairies are the sea fairies. Really? They were? They weren't when Tiaros was there. On the other hand, forest fairies are quite fickle. They rarely show themselves. Moreover, the forest fairy king never appears before a human being.
確か海の妖精たちの気に入りはアイシラという人間だったか。人間も面倒だが海の妖精も面倒だな。海の妖精たちは気に入ったものへの執着が強いからな。以前海の妖精に愛された少女がひどい目に遭った時、海は赤く濁り、魚は消え、サンゴも朽ちた。あれ以来、マリンフォレスト王国の人々は妖精に愛されし人間に対する扱いがとても慎重になったのだったな。
So he changed from archer class into pretender class. Oh no, I don't know what you'd call this class, but yeah, I guess. That or caster? Aww. To change origin to freaking fairy or Oberon.
あれはいつだったか。何百年前か。最近ではなかったような気がするが、思い出せん。まあいいか。
Fair. Okay.
思い返すのも面倒だ。しかし、あの一件以来、海の妖精に愛されし人間ばかり大事にされるようになった気がするがな。時代の王、アクアスティードか。国も、女も、森も海も空も、すべてを守ることができるのか？すべての妖精王に認められてこそ、マリンフォレストの真なる王と言えるであろう。
Okay.
そういえば、過去にそれを成し得た王が一人だけいたな。アクアスティードは果たしてどうなることか。
Oh boy. Keith chuckled and vanished. Whoop. Meanwhile, Aquaseed and Elliot was heading to the Forbidden Library in the castle to gather information to take back Tiaros. Only the members of the royal family were allowed in the Forbidden Library, where many books relating to the fairies were stored. Aquaseed, looking more serious than ever, was thinking about Tiaros and Keith. He inferred that Tiaros was at the Forest Fairy King's throne. However, he didn't know the way there. Every fairy king had a designated throne, a sacred place tied to their domain. Aquaseed suspected the book detailing the path to these thrones might exist in the library. Aquaseed and Elliot descended a spiral staircase that led to a small basement. On the surface, it appeared to be a break room for the librarians, but it also served as the entrance to the forbidden area. Elliot stepped back, recognizing that only members of the royal family are allowed beyond this point. As Aquaseed pressed his hands against the wall, a magic circle appeared. Elliot tells Aquaseed to stay careful. Aquaseed nods and walks through the magic circle to go to the forbidden library.
この書庫になら妖精王の玉座に関する情報が記された書物があるかもしれない。
Okay. Aquaseed had come here to take Tiaros back from Keith, the Fairy King. Aquaseed took a book from a shelf.
私自身が森の妖精に祝福されていれば、妖精王のもとへすぐにたどり着けたかもしれないな。まさか他国出身のティアラが森の妖精王に気に入られるとは考えもしなかった。一番気まぐれな森の妖精王が人間の前に姿を現し、しかも気に入るなどと誰も想像しないだろう。森の妖精はティアラに祝福をしているが、妖精王はまだしていない。だがそれも時間の問題か。
The fairies give blessing to those who they like, but the kings rarely do, unless they perhaps have deep affection for that person.
どこだ。森の妖精王につながる道が記載されている文献がどこかにあるはずだ。
Aquaseed was rushing himself, but he couldn't find the information he wanted. He carefully turns the pages. The book was very old. It looked like it would almost
海
crumble.
の記述が多いのは仕方ないにしても、森に関する記述が少なすぎる。森の妖精王に気に入られた歴代の王は決して多くはない。しかし必ず一人は存在したはずだ。
And during his frustration, Aquaseed continues to read the book. At the near end of the book, Aquaseed finally finds what he had been looking for. Well, that's a coincidence.
あった。森の妖精王の玉座への道は王城からつながっている。城から？王妃の資質。なぜそのような場所に？
Did Keith also like the queen back then?
いや、理由なんて明らかだ。森の妖精王に気に入られた王族というのが王妃だったのだろう。
Yep.
けれど、場所が分かれば次に取る行動は決まっている。すぐに戻って。
As Aquaseed turned around to rush back inside the castle, his eyes captured the long, deep green hair and golden eyes.
よ
Well, he's here.
随分と必死だな。
あなた様が私の妃を連れ去るようなことをしたからでしょう。
He is a noble fair king. I have to watch my
ま
mouth.
あ最初はそんなつもりもなかったんだがな。だが気が変わったんだ。妖精は気まぐれだろ。
ふざけるのはおやめください。彼女は私の婚約者ですから。
ああ、別にふざけているわけじゃない。
Is he serious or is he being moody again?
あいつ俺がもらうわ。
Damn.
ふざけるな。
Aquaseed wasn't polite with Keith anymore. He leans forward to Keith. He tried to grab him, but Keith vanished. He used his teleportation magic again. Aquaseed bit his lips and glared at where Keith was standing, which was now empty. Damn. After Aquaseed left the Forbidden Library, he rushed to the Queen's room with Elliot. However, the Queen was
一
absent.
刻を争う。扉を開けろ。
おやめください、アクアスティード殿下。王妃様は現在公務のため不在です。
下級の要件だ。
いけません。
王妃陛下にはすでに連絡を入れてあります。
エリオット様ですが。
Did you accidentally did a bad choice? No.
受けておりません。
No, if you're not aware, I actually make good choices in otome games at most times. No, that's not a bad choice. That actually is something that happens.
扉を開け。
アクアスティード殿下。
We're just currently at the climax, I guess, of Volume 2. The knight opens the door and Aquaseed barges inside. Goes straight toward a secret aisle to the throne was written in the
一
book.
体何があったというのでしょうか。
ええ。ですが、アクアスティード殿下が意味もなくこのようなことをされるとは思えま。
Elliot locks the queen's room so that nobody would come inside. He closes the curtain just in case too.
手間をかけさせたな。 エリオット。
いいえ、ティアラローズ様が妖精王に連れ去られたなんて、緊急事態以外の何者でもないでしょう。王妃陛下もご理解くださると思います。私の仕事、海の視察も少し先延ばしにしたところで問題はありません。アイシラ様もご承諾くださいました。それに、アイシラ様もティアラローズ様のことをとても心配されていましたからね。
Okay. Seems like she's genuinely just a nice girl then.
どうですか？見つかりましたか？
確か、文献によるとこの辺りのはずだ。
The two stood at the very back of the room with a painting of a flower on the
普段
wall.
気にも留めていなかったが、確かに森の妖精を連想させるような絵だ。
Aquaseed reached out to the painting.
わずかに魔法の気配が感じられる。なるほど。この絵が通路になっているのか。
意地でも開けないといけませんね。
ああ。一刻も早くティアロ。
Aquaseed nods Elliot's words and glared at the painting on the wall. Oh, we're on chapter 4. Okay. A secret passage known only to the royals. It was a gift from the Fairy King. A ray of hope passed down to their descendants. This hidden road led directly to the Fairy King, a lifeline during emergencies. Oh. A secret passage to Keith's quarters was hidden in a painting in the Queen's room. With a wave of his magic, Aquaseed summoned the hidden doorway and entered. The passage was a lush tunnel, full of vibrant greenery, far more abundant and enchanting than any tree green. Oh. The leaves rustle as Aquasteed walks. Colorful flowers bloom inside the tunnel, many of which he's never seen before. There are likely plants and flowers that only bloom here, blessed by the forest fairy's magic. Aquasteed had ordered Elliot to stay at the Queen's room, but he refused. Elliot knew that Aquaseed would sometimes lose himself when it comes to matters relating with tiaros. He judged that it was risky for Aquaseed to go alone. Fair. He is currently very angry, so fair. Aquaseed could see what was ahead of the tunnel. He could even estimate how long it would take to get to the throne. Elliot, on the other hand, specializes in search magic, but he too could analyze the magical passage. Damn. Okay. The two were anxious about tiaros, but all they could do was continue walking. Suddenly, a sharp sword pierces the ground. Aquasteed jumps back narrowly, avoiding it. But there's no time to catch his breath. A few more swords come straight at him. Aquaseed draws his sword. Wait a minute, what? Originally, this tunnel was made for the person the Fairy King loved deeply. It was unlikely that a trap like this was set back then. Aquaseed was certain this trap was set by Keith to attack him. Elliot tries to step forward to protect Aquasteed, but he stops him. He wanted to get through quickly. The next trap was a pitfall. Okay, there's just traps. Okay, there's just traps around the tunnel. Got it. Aquasteed puts his sword away. With his magic, he flies for a split second. Oh, is he like... I think he's... favored by the sky fairy, I guess? He grabs the edge of the pit, then uses his arm strength to lift himself up. He resumes walking as if nothing happened. He had no time to waste. He avoids the traps one by one and quickens his pace. I think I came here to protect him, Elliot muttered, but it did not reach Aquasteed's ears. Meanwhile, Tiaros woke up from her sleep on the flower bed. Girl, wake up. Seems like she had fallen into a deep sleep on the flower bed that continued to sway like a cradle. Tiara blinked her eyes. Hydrate, thanks. Thanks for the hydrate. Fairies were having fun, giggling around her. They look into Tiaros' face.
かわいい。
Girl, wake up.
でもどうして私の寝起きに
Girl,
妖精さんたち
did you
がい
forget?
るのとそうだった。
Yeah.
私キースに無理やり連れてこられたんだった。またアクア様に心配をかけてしまう。キースに頼んで早く返してもらわなくては。
She looked around the room, but Keith was nowhere to be found. That was a long dialogue earlier.
王様、
Yeah.
今はいない。ティアラ、遊んで。
遊ぶのはもちろんいいんだけど。
I wanted to tell them that I must return to the castle first. What's this? Before Tiaros could finish her sentence, the fairies plopped a fruit in her
食
mouth.
べて食べて。美味しいよ。
ありがとう。どうしよう。そんなに嬉しそうな顔をされたら食べないわけにはいかないわ。
Tiaros took a bite of the strawberry they offered. While she was eating, the fairies brought more fruits, one after
リンゴ
another.
も食べて。みかんもあるの。
There are fruits that I've never seen before. Even if I'm in a rush, I can't be impolite to the
いっ
fairies.
ぱい食べて。これも食べて。ティアラ、これもこれも。美味しいよ。
The fruits are delicious, but the pace is too fast. I can't eat them anymore.
そんなに食べられないわ。ありがとう。
よかった。美味しかった。
ええ、とっても。森の恵みはすごく美味しいのね。
Tiaros looks around. Inside the room, she felt comfortable, almost as if she was in a forest. This place is so relaxing, and I feel like I'm protected in a big lump of cotton. But I must go
妖
now.
精さん、私お城に帰りたいのだけれど。
後ろにもう帰っちゃうの？もっと遊ぼう。ティアラ、こっちだよ。
ありがとう。扉？ごめんなさい、妖精さん。また来るから今度一緒に遊びましょうね。
Tiaros gently pushed the door open. The flower deckers chimed as the door opened wide. Outside the door was a passageway. Fairies take Tiaros' hand to guide her.
こっち来る？
そっち？
It was a nice place, full of lush greenery. After walking for a while, Tiaros entered in the passage covered with grass and flowers. Oh, okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, she's back in the castle. Uh-oh. Aquastide? She arrived at the small kitchen place. The counter was lined up with jars filled with lovely flowers and berries.
どうしてキッチン？妖精さんた
Does
ちが
she...
料理を
is
するのか
this
しら。
a different...
塩や砂糖は見当たらないわね。
そう。これは甘くて、こっちはしょっぱいんだよ。これはとっても辛いの。
そうなのね。妖精さん、味見をしてもいいかしら。
いいよ。
ありがとう。あ、これはピンクの花は砂糖、青い花は塩、赤い花は辛み、黄色の花は胡椒の代わりとして使えそう。
この木の実は煮込むと美味しいスープになるの。
森の妖精ってすごい。
ティアラ、お菓子作って。お手伝いするから。これカップケーキの器なの。
え、まさか今から？
ティアラ、作ってくれないの？お願い、ティアラ。
Oh well. What do I do? I can't reject those puppy eyes, but...
でも今はアクア様に会うのが先で。
お願い。ティアラのためにこのキッチン。
Oh no.
王様が用意したのに。
え？今
Oh no. They're so adorable. They are. The Fairy King Keith prepared this kitchen just for me. I mean, Keith did seem to like my sweets, but what is he thinking? Why did he make this kitchen? Anyways, I already have access to the kitchen at the castle. That's enough for me.
ティアラ、お菓子ができたらちゃんとお城に
You
案
sure?
内するから。お願い。
Well, I see. It seems like they won't let me back until I bake something. The arrow sighed. Well, the forest fairies urged the arrows to bake cupcakes. The arrow sighs and starts with the batter. The kitchen was stocked with basic utensils, as well as cookware for pastry making. It was clear this kitchen was made with the arrows in mind. Ito. She was given the kitchen, realized, oh my god. She used the pink flowers for sugar instead of eggs and butter. Forest fairies brought their alternative berries and nuts. Since the ingredients were far different than usual, Tiaros herself couldn't imagine how it would taste, but she was excited. As Tiaros finished up her batter, the fairies came by with some petals. Before Tiaros could say anything, they threw the petals inside. Tiaros almost cried in shock, but soon realized they were edible flowers she tried before. They weren't too sweet, plus the petals were pretty, so Tiaros decided to keep the petals in the batter. She poured the batter into the cupcake mold and used flowers and berries as decoration. A fancy equipment, somewhat like an oven, was used to bake the batter. Tiaros was left to wait with the fairies, who were just as fickle as Keith. Tiaros almost asked the fairies if she could bring back some of the flowers and nuts, but she remembered she was kidnapped. Tiaros sighed again, thinking about her situation. Soon, a sweet smell was wafting around her. Seemed like the cupcakes were ready. What? Yeah, the fairies were munching on the cupcakes. After a while, they took Tiaros' hands and tugged her into the passageway. Hopefully they are.
任せて。ティアラのお菓子、美味しいよ。
Am I finally allowed to return to Prince Aqua's place? As Tiaros continued to walk with the fairies, a huge door appeared in front of her. Oh. What a luxurious looking door. Am I finally at the exit? Relieved, Tiaros pushed the door open. Oh.
出口じゃない。ただただ広い空間。ガランとしていて、なんだか寒い。
Is this the throne of the fairy king?
玉座。
A royal throne was shining in the back of the room. There was no
王の
one.
いない玉座。なんだかとても寂しく思える。
Yeah, must go back.
あ、今は帰らないと。アクア様が心配しているかもしれない。
I forgot to say, but you know what, that's fine.
ところを目撃されて嫉妬されてしまったし、私だってアクア様が他の異性といたら焼いてしまうもの。これ以上お互いに誤解したくはない。
アクア様って？
私の婚約者なの。
ティアラの好きな人？
ええ、とっても大好きなの。
Fairies playfully asked Tiaros about Aqua's deed. She nodded shyly. I love Prince Aqua, and I believe in Prince Aqua when he tells me he loves him. That was me. How can I not believe in him after all he's done for me?
私が懸念すべきなのは乙女ゲームだけだわ。逆を言えば、乙女ゲームの力がとてつもなく恐ろしい。
Hey, Dells. Tiaros clenched her fist tightly, but the hand gently loosened her fist.
ほんと、
Oh,
人間
there
って
he
わ
is
かん
again.
ねえな。
キース
Tiaros felt a weight on her back. Keith had appeared behind Tiaros. He leaned in and held her from behind.
何を
Tiaros raised her voice to protest, but Keith ignored her. Keith held her with one arm and teleported back to the throne together.
やめてください。何かあったんですか？
いや、ティアラは城へ帰りたいか？
Yes.
もちろんです。アクア様にこれ以上ご迷惑はかけたくありませんし。
Actually, being blessed with the forest fairies, also being favored by the forest fairy king, she had greatly contributed to the country. As a foreigner, Tiaros does not realize the significance of that.
ほんと、人間は面倒だな。
He chuckles and gently brushes Tiaros'
お
hair.
姫様はただ待ってればいいんだよ。
What does that mean? Does he know something?
キース
Even if I ask him, he probably won't answer. How's you? Doing fine. Chilling. Tiaros frowned, not knowing what to do. Just then, oh
ティアラ
oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dark blue hair, golden eyes. It was the person who Tiaros had been dying to see. Aquasteed. Barges into the
テ
room.
ィアラを離せ妖精をキス
嫌だと言ったら
Oh my god.
もちろん力ずくでも取り戻させてもらう
This can't be happening. I can't let the prison king quarrel over
お
me.
やめください。
Her voice trembled. However, her pain didn't reach their ears. She wanted to get off Keith's laps, but he held her tight so that she couldn't
たと
move.
え妖精の王といえどティアラに手を出すことは許さない
お前は他に女などいくらでもいるだろ
何を私が必要とするのはティアラだけだ
う。ティアラはずっと不安だったはずだが。
With a grin on his face, Keith looks down at the Aquasteed. Damn, okay.
妖精をバカにするのを互いにしろティアラの髪も瞳も唇もずっと恋焦がれそれを今ここで妖精王に黙って奪われるつもりなどそのことでたとえ国を大災害に陥れようとも私は迷わずティアラを選ぶだろ
アクア様
Aquasteed bit his lips. His sword was still pointed to Keith. However, since Tiaros was still on his laps, Aquasteed couldn't
キ
move.
ース離してください。
女が男の戦いに口を挟むもんじゃない。
Okay.
お前もそう思うだろ？
Ignoring Tiaros' complaint, Keith asked Aquasteed.
そうだな確かに
Okay.
これは二人の勝負だ
Oh
エ
boy.
リオットも手を出すなこれは私と妖精王の問題だからな
面白い。そう来なくてはな。
Keith stood up, left Tiaros on the throne, and with a whoosh, stood in front of Aquasteed. I hate Keith. I don't hate him. I think this is like a test for Aquasteed and Tiaros. But I also think that he does like Tiaros, but you know. Like, there's more to why he's acting like this. I'm frustrated, I can't do anything. I don't have knowledge or the power to stop
妖
them.
精の王に人間ごときが勝てると思っているのか？
たとえ厳しくとも負けることはできない。
I just got here. Yeah, fair. With a swish, Aquaseed's sword was directed at Keith. The tip of the sword grazed Keith's throat and cut through the air.
人間だというのになかなか筋がいいな。
弱い王がこの国を支えていけるわけがないだろ
う。確かに歴代の王も武術に長けていたな。
Second, third, fourth attack, Aquasteed tries to slash Keith, but like a wind, Keith easily dodges the sword. Okay. Aquasteed's head blow came right at Keith, but without any difficulty, Keith stopped his sword with his fan.
まさか扇で受け止めるなんて。
The moment Keith pushed back his sword with his fan, Aquaseed took a leap backwards.
こっちも行くぞ。
Oh. As Keith swayed his fan, strong gale raised and attacked Aquasteed. Aquasteed dodged just in time, but the gale had lightly scratched his cheeks.
壁に穴が。
The gale was strong enough to create a huge hole in the wall. Damn! Through the hole in the distance, Mindforce Castle was visible.
まさかこんな高い場所にいたなんて。
崖。そうか。ここは山の頂上付近か。
ああ、一番高い山だ。この国のすべてをここから見渡すことができる。落ちたら死ぬぞ。
What do you mean probably, sir?
落ちなければいいだけだ。水よ。
Aquaseed glares at Keith. Using his magic, he cloaks his sword in a veil of water.
面白い。魔法で剣に水をまとわせることもできるか。
Aquaseed checks Tiaro's position from the corner of his eye. He wields his sword, and the water veil splits into two blades. He couldn't avoid Aquaseed's attack easily anymore. He blocked the blade with his fan, but for a split second, he was taken off guard. The wind swirls around Aquaseed's feet. He blasts forward, swung his sword. Witnessing the fierce battle between the two, Tiaro stood up from the throne. Next moment, Keith flipped his fan. Blood dripped from Aquaseed's cheeks, creating a red stain on the floor.
まだまだ傷は浅い。
アクア様、キース、もうやめてください。
As the two were getting ready for their next attack, the arrows leaped forward between them. Well, the two instantly prioritized not to hurt the arrows. Keith forced his magic to disengage its path. However, a gust of wind blew throughout the room, and the arrows' body raised into the air. Uh-oh. Keith stretched out his hand to grab her, but missed. The arrows was thrown outside from the hole made on the wall. Oh, whoop. Before Keith could channel his magic, Aquaseed jumped out of the wall hole to save the arrows. Up, up. Up, there they go. Hey Tatsuya, thanks for the hydrate. Just when Tiara was about to give up, thinking she will fall from the cliff, she saw Aquaseed jump out of the wall to rescue her. For a moment, she couldn't believe her eyes. Whilst falling, Aquaseed used his magic to bring himself closer to Tiara. Reach for her, gently hug her in the air. Hey Tatsuya.
やっと抱きしめることができた。
Uh-oh.
もう離さないから。
アクア様。
How goes the otome? I think we're at the end of volume 2?
不安にさせてしまっていたね。私に力がないばかりに。すまない。
いいえ、そんなこと。アクア様は 毎日私のために時間を作ってくださいましたもの。アイシラ様に嫉妬する私がいけないのですわ。
Yaharo shook her head.
嫉妬してくれていたの。
The two continued to fall. Aquasteed pressed his lips on their ears, hair down their cheeks.
ごめん。ティアラにそう思ってもらえたことが不謹慎だけど嬉しい。
アクア様。
Aquasteed then kissed her on the lips. Yaros was scared, but that wasn't the only reason her heart was beating fast. What is he doing in this situation? We're going to get smashed onto the ground anytime
もっ
soon.
と可愛い声を聞きたいけれど、それはまた今夜。ティアラ、しっかり私に捕まっていて。
Yaros held tightly onto Aquasteed. Yaros didn't know why. Her instinct told her that she was now safe. I believe in Prince Aqua. He will do anything to protect
空
me.
の妖精よ。私の恋に応え。
Alright. Yeah, he is. Yep.
まったく無茶ばかりする。妖精王に立ち向かうなど。
A sky fairy with wings appeared. He responds to Aquasteed with a sigh. Although the fairy was astounded, he knew that the fairy had worried for
仕
him.
方がないね。
恩に切る。空の妖精たち。空よ。翼となって受け止めろ。
The winds swirled around them. In the next instant, as if they had sprouted wings, they began to glide effortlessly through the air.
綺麗。これが上空から見たマリンフォレスト。なんて美しい国なの。
That is really pretty, yeah. Prince Aqua is always trying hard to protect this beautiful kingdom. Oh. There you go. My worries and jealousy towards Lady Isilla is nothing compared to this view. Such vast sky, vast country, everything is too immense for a single human being. Prince Aqua is always striving to support all the people who live here. How tremendous. I want to stay with him and support this kingdom with him. Tiaros couldn't help her tears overflow. Aquasteed saw her cry and tilted his head with a puzzled face.
どうしたの？
いいえ、私、とても小さなことで悩んでいたように思います。けれどこれからは、アクア様ともっと一緒に頑張れそうです。
Yarrow smiled shyly and leaned forward to give Aquasteed a small kiss.
もう、今回のようなことはおやめくださいませ。
After a while, Tiaros and Aquasteed returned to the throne room with the power of the fairies. Tiaros was furious. Her sermon lasted for an hour.
すみませんでした。
Well,
すまなかったティアラ。これからは今以上に一緒にいよう。
仕方ねえから、こまめに遊びに行ってやるよ。
they don't seem to understand a word I
ア
said.
クア様が時間を作ってくれるのは嬉しいけれど、明らかにキースはふざけているでしょ。
The boys got scolded. Yep, they got
ティア
scolded.
ラは私との時間が忙しいので、妖精王と面会するという公務の時間は残念ながら取れそうにありませんね。
この短期間で言うようになったな、お前。なら、夜にでも遊びに行くか。
Huh?
ならば、寝室を一緒にしておくだけです。
もう、いい加減やめてくださいませ。もうお二人で張り合わないでください。はあ、私、どっと疲れが。
Tiaros sank on the chair that was behind her. She was too tired to even notice that the chair was Keith's throne. However, Keith didn't mind. He reached to touch her hair, but Aquasteed brushed off his
おやめ
hands.
ください。妖精王だからといって、もう遠慮はしません。
くそ。
It would be ideal if the human and fairy King work hand in hand to develop the country. Do they somehow get along with each other? When I become the queen in the future, I hope we can all get along.
お菓子あるよ。
そう、それよ。お菓子を食べれば幸せな気持ちになって仲良くなれるかもしれない。けれど残念なことに残りのカップケーキは一つしか残っていないのね。こうしましょう。
あ、ティアラ。ティアラ。
Yarrow split the cupcake in half and handed each piece to two of them.
これは先ほど森の妖精さんたちと一緒に作ったカップケーキです。私はアクア様が好きです。ですが森の妖精とも手を取ってこの国を豊かにしていきたいと。
そうだね。ティアラの言う通りだ。
だから半分こです。二人の王が手を取ればこの国はもっと豊かになるでしょ。このカップケーキのように二人が一つのものを分け合って守ってくれるのが一番いいと思うのです。
それだけじゃダメだな。
あ、
そうだな。
huh? Keith chuckled and put his hand on Tiara's
だ
head.
から私の婚約者を撫でるな。
Aquaseed slaps Keith's hand away, comes in front of Tiaros and kneels
ア
down.
クア様、
私と森の妖精王だけじゃない。ティアラも一緒にこの国を支えてくれるのだろう。
As Aquaseed asked Tiaros, he picked an edible flower from the cupcake and brought the flower to his lips. Oh.
ほら、食べて。
Aquaseed whispered gently. Tiaros opened her lips slightly. She could feel her face burn as the sweetness of the petal spread through her mouth. Keith, feeling the need to compete to Aquaseed, also pushed a petal to her
これも
mouth.
食っとけ。
The sweetness
やは
doubled.
りティアラの作るケーキはうまいな。
うん。美味しいよ、ティアラ。
The cupcake ended up being shared between us three. And it seems like Prince Aqua and Keith is getting along
ティア
now.
ラ、王様みたいだね。
Huh?
嫌だ。私ったら
Tiaros realized that she was sitting on the throne and Aquaseed kneeling beside her. On the opposite side stood Keith. It was as if Tiaros was the king with two
そん
followers.
なつもりではなかったのに、なんてことを。
Tiaros tried to stand up, but Keith stopped her. He held her shoulders and made her sit down on the throne again.
やっぱりティアラはいいな。
笑い事ではないです。
この国の未来が少し楽しみになってきた。
Fairy King, the Human King, and the Queen joining hands to support the country. I love how Aquaseed is pretty much no touchy. Yeah. Such future may be coming soon for the Kingdom of Iron Forest. Oh. Hey, Shizu. After the incident with Keith settled, Tiaros was enjoying her peace at the castle. Oh, thank you for the alert. One afternoon, Tiaros was spending time with Aquaseed at the garden as usual. This garden was created by Tiaros with her blessings by the forest fairies. Ooh. It was the most beautiful garden inside the castle.
花の手入れもいいが、ティアラの手が荒れてしまうのは良くないな。
大丈夫です。私はお水をあげるくらいですから。それよりも、アクア様、まだ執務室に戻られなくて大丈夫なのですか？
心配しないで、ティアラ。エリオットに任せてあるから大丈夫。
After the incident with Keith, Prince Aqua spends more time with me. It's a good thing, but still I feel a bit spoiled.
それに、ティアラを一人にすると、
I thought
隙
so.
を見てまた妖精王がやってきてしまうかもしれないからね。
I thought so. These days, Prince Aqua comes to visit me so often that Keith won't appear. He even makes time between his official duties. Again, I'm happy that I can spend more time with him, but at the same time, I don't want him to push himself because of that. Maybe I'm worried because I saw him get hurt at the battle with
ア
Keith.
クア様、 どうか無理はなさらないでくださいね。
ティアラこそあまり無理はしないで。この庭園は美しいけれど、ティアラの綺麗な白い手が植物の世話で荒れてしまうのは本意ではないから。
Aquaseed gently kissed Tiaros'
アクア
head.
様は心配しすぎです。これくらいなら問題ありません。それを言ってしまったら、アクア様の手だってタコがすごいではないですか。
これはいいんだよ。剣を握ってできたものだから、私にとって勲章のようなものだ。
私だって同じです。植物のお世話は勲章ですよ。
うん、知ってる。けど私が嫌なんだよ。
Aquaseed rubs Tiaros' hands with this. He rubs her hand gently to enjoy the soft
ティアラ
sensation.
の手は柔らかくてずっと触っていたいくらい好き。
アクア様。
Oh, 5 stream streak. Hey. It's not soft like mine, rather rough, but that's what I like about it. I feel protected with his hands. Okay.
アクア様の。
Aquaseed presses fingertips onto Tiaros'
ティ
lips.
アラ違うだろ。
It will be longer, but so missed one. Ah, it's fine. Aquaseed leaned forward to look into her eyes. Tiaros could feel herself blush. No need to say anymore. I know what he's trying to tell me. Oh. When we're alone together, can I call him by his name?
正解。
I'm sure he's talking about that. It's not like I forgot. It's just I'm too embarrassed. Tiaros shyly tugged on his clothes. With a small voice, she called his name.
アクア。
正解。
Aquaseed smiled and kissed
それで
Tiaros.
さっきは何を言おうとしていたの？
内緒です。
Tiaros puffed her cheeks and looked
ア
away.
クアさん。アクアは意地悪です。私が何を言いたかったかなんて。
残念。
Tiaros sighed, but soon she smiled and held tighter onto Aquaseed's hand. Since Aqua is cute when he's a little clingy with me.
幸せですね。
ああ、
The sea fairies still don't like me, but I'm closer with the forest fairies now. I'm sure I can help this country grow somehow. Oh. So, a year has passed since Tiaros started her bridal training. Oh, there we go. After her bridal training, Tiaros will be having an unveiling ceremony at Lapis Lazuli. After about a month spending time at her hometown, she will return to Marin Forest to have her grand wedding ceremony. As Tiaros returned to her home in Lapis Lazuli, she noticed that nothing has changed. Beautiful roses in the garden, lush green, and lush I think that's supposed to be lush, but yeah. A big tree which Aquaseed once climbed to come see her during midnight was still the same right by her room. Tiaros reminisces how this house protected her childhood. But now the duty of protecting Tiaros has been passed on to Aquaseed. Tiaros glanced over to Aquaseed. He tilts his head with a smile on his face. Tiaros tells him how happy she is being able to stand next to him. Of course, Aquaseed felt the same way. He elegantly escorted Tiaros in her house. We actually... okay, yeah. Oh, that's new background. Okay. Upon Tiaros and Aquaseed's arrival, the two were first greeted by Tiaros' parents, who were shedding happy tears.
おかえり、ティアラ。
おかえりなさい、ティアラ。幸せそうね。
はい。 お母様。
マリンフォレストでのお話、たくさん聞かせてちょうだいね。
もちろんです、お母様。私がいなかった1年間のことも教えてくださいね。
ええ、今夜はずっとお話ししましょう。
Her father, Clement Pao, on the other hand, was having a hard time trying to engage into their conversation. Backseating approached him.
女性同士の話に男はなかなか入れませんね。よろしければ私とご一緒しましょう。美味しいワインをお土産に持ってきたんです。エリオット。
はい、かしこまりました。
アクアスティード殿下、お心遣いありがとうございます。おお、それはマリンフォレスト名産のワインですね。娘も殿下に嫁ぐことができてとても幸せそうです。
Damn it. Okay.
一歩間違えれば最悪な結婚生活になるところでした。未だに私はあの卒業パーティーのことは許していませんよ。
ご歓談中のところ失礼いたします。旦那様、
Huh?
お客様がお見えになられました。
A visitor?
来客？今日そんな予定はなかったはずだ。
それが、
Oh.
ハルトナイツ殿下とあかり様がいらっしゃいました。
Oh. Well, Yuki, the blonde dude and his girl is
帰
here.
らせろ。
待ってください、お父様。私、あかり様とお話がしたいです。
何を言っているんだ、ティアラ。あの女に何をされたか忘れたのか。
何を考えているのですか、ティアラローズ様。そのようなこと、私が決して許しませんわ。
Damn. Damn.
そうだ。
Damn. Everyone's protective. Oh shit.
それにあさってはお披露目式だ。ゆっくり休む方がいい。
アクアスティード殿下もこうおっしゃっているではありませんか。
Lady Akari, the heroine of this otome game, her most favorite character used to be Prince Aqua. Indeed, she did attack me to take him away, but take him away from me. I understand why they would be mad that she visited so suddenly.
ティアラ様は私より全然アクア様に思い入れがないじゃない。それなのに
Game, you didn't have to put the flashback here, but okay then.
稲妻よ、とどろけ。
Lady Akari really loves otome games. Maybe even more than me. She's totally in love with the character. I understand where feeling is coming from, but in the end, Lady Akari wrote me a letter to encourage me to face the sequel heroine. Only Lady Akari and I know that Lady Isilla is a sequel heroine. Indeed, Lady Akari lacks in social skills, but I just can't hate her. Besides, she told me that she's moving on with Prince
お父
Harknights.
様、あかり様とだけでいいの。
はあ、ティアラはどこか頑固なところがあるな。
Definitely from you, father.
仕方ない。そこまで言うなら許可しよう。ただし条件がある。
旦那様。
フィリーネが娘を心配してくれているのはとても嬉しいが、本人が望むのだから仕方がない。ハルトナイツ殿下には別室でお待ちいただくようご案内を。
わかりました。ハルトナイツ殿下のご案内は私が。
It looks so good inside. It looks so unimpressed at that moment. What the fuck? She looks so unimpressed. It's so funny. Let me take a picture of that. Fiona turned around and hurried to where Harknights was waiting.
やれやれ。
はい。わがままを言ってしまいすみません。
いや、ティアラのわがままを聞くのは大好きだから。
すみません。
いや、
大歓迎。
Hey there on the YouTube side. Hi. As Aquaseed escorted Tiaros to the guest room, first thing they saw was Akari, making herself at home, eating macarons.
ティアラ様、久しぶり。
This is the worst day ever. How so? She's so friendly and not even slightly
お久
nervous.
しぶりです。
Maybe
お元
she,
気そうで何よりです。
maybe she's now used to actually doing social stuff. No.
と、アクア様もいらっしゃったんですね。お久しぶりです。お元気そうでよかった。
ああ、久しいな。
ティアラ様、私、ハルトナイツ様と頑張っているんです。エンディングなんてとっくに終わってしまったから、今は新作をプレイしている気分です。
Just as Tiaros and Aquasteed took a seat on the sofa, Kari started talking happily. You game? Wow, she has the nerves of steel. As expected, the one otome lover indeed. I'm actually impressed at this point. In other words, Prince Harknight is now her love interest in her new otome game.
それは、頑張ってください。とはいけない。私ったら、ティアラ様、アクア様、この度はお披露目式おめでとうございます。結婚式も1ヶ月後でしょ。早く幸せになってくださいね。
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
Her sparkling eyes, I can almost hear her telling me you did it. You beat the sequel heroine.
それで、ティアラ様、1年間
Did
何も
anyone
なかった？
bully you?
いじめられたりはしなかった？特に海の妖精とかに。
Wait, she's aware that she's also in an otome game? Yep, these two both are reincarnated into this game, yes. The two girls are reincarnated, yep. They got isekai'd. Akari was straightforward with Tiaros. She smiled bitterly. Okay, wait, let me save. Save here. Yes, save there. Okay, there we go. Let's just say they don't seem to like me.
嫌われていますね。
Almost lost a drawing that took me a beating in a day. Oh. I see. Do you like macarons? Sadly, I actually have not ate macarons before. Why? One, they're usually expensive here. Two, they're kind of rare here. Where I live, like I can't buy them just anywhere where I am. It's mostly probably sold like in the city, like the main city, and like in really luxurious places. So it's kind of difficult to look for macarons in here where I live. I do want to taste. I do want to like buy like a set, but yeah, they're kind of expensive and I'm not really sure where to buy them. And I kind of don't want to buy online in case they get, you know, crashed on the way here or something. But yeah.
やっぱり絶対にそうだと思ったの。だからね。
Okay, you go eat well. Yeah, I need to go eat. Yeah.
私これを結婚の贈り物に持ってきたの。これはピアス？
Pierce earrings?
そうなの。この世界で初めてピアスというものを作ってみました。今まではイヤリ
Oh,
ング
she's
しか
been
なか
making
ったでしょ。
jewelry.
あ、ピンクとダークブルー。そうなんです。ティアラ様とアクア様の色なんですよ。一つずつ耳につけてくださいね。聖なる祈りを込めたお守りなんです。
She's been making jewelry with her magic. Oh.
私今ラピスラズリで聖なる祈りを込め聖なる祈りを行う姫、とそれでお守りとしてこのピアスを作ったんです。
Oh, that's cool.
まだ量産は難しいんですけど、多くの人が求める人気の品なんですよ。だから私も。お、黄色。ハルトナイツ様の色をつけているんですね。まあまだギクシャクはしているんですけどね。最近のハルトナイツ様ってとっても可愛いんですよ。
I'm interested. Please elaborate. Lady Akari seems happy. I guess Prince Heartlight is treating her well.
ありがとうござい
He
ます。
should.
いただきます。アクア様、せっかくだからつけてみたいのですが。
これをティアラがつけたいのなら構わないけれど、あかり嬢と仲良くしていることの方
Don't
が
worry about it, sir.
私には驚きかな。
Don't worry
あ
about
あ
it.
確かにそうですね。お、そういえばそうでした。でもまあ打倒続編ヒロインの今は仲間みたいなものですから、今は仲良しなんですよ。
I don't think he gets that, but sure.
続
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, Lady Akari, but I can't tell him that we're both also ex-Japanese otome players that got along. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Rose tries to hold in her laugh. Aquaseed looked at her puzzled. Don't worry about it.
ごめんなさい、アクア様。そうね。確かに私はあかり様にひどいことをされました。けれど、アクア様が助けてくださいましたから。
I feel bad about not being able to tell him the truth. How I reminisce about the letter Lady Akari gave me. I will forgive you if you lose to the sequel heroine. Okay. The last sentence was in Japanese. It was very encouraging. Helped me get through hard times and also motivated me to continue believing in Prince
ま
Aqua.
ったくいつかちゃんと全部話すんだね、ティアラ。
We'll see, I guess. We'll see.
アクア様。
ティアラが何か私に言えないことを抱えていることくらいわかるさ。でもあまりにも言わないようなら
Sir.
覚悟しておいて。
Sir. Aquasteed poked Tiara's lips lightly. You can tell that Prince Aqua wants me to rely on him more. Besides, I wonder if he's making predictions. How far does he know? Someday he's going to make me say it.
もうラブラブなのはいいですが、私がいないところでしてください。
I was about to say, like, guys? Hey, guys?
ごめんなさい。まあ別にいいんですけどね。私は私でこの乙女ゲームの世界を死ぬまで謳歌するつもりです。ハルトナイツ様を待たせているので、私はそろそろ帰ります。ティアラ様、ちゃんと幸せになるのよ。
Kai stood up, said what she had to say, and left the room. Okay. After Kai left, Tiaros and Aquasteed was left alone in the room. The two were holding the amulet she gave her earlier. Earrings based on our colors. I love it. I want to try them on. Aquaseed noticed that Tiaros was gazing at the earrings. He smiled and
つけ
asked,
たい？
ぜ
じゃあつけようか。
ひ。はい。あかり様が耳に穴を開ける道具も貸してくださいました。
Wonder how she made these. It looks just like those ear piercers sold in Japan. Well, this game was originally made in Japan, so I guess it's not that strange that ear piercers are available. There's possibility that Lady Akari was able to develop this product
それ
though.
を使うの？
はい。ここにピアスをセットして、パチンと耳に穴を開けるんです。
そう。ティアラは怖くないの？
I guess normally ladies of this era would be scared to poke a hole through their earlobe. It does sound like a scary equipment. But I've used them before in my previous life, so I'm not that
アク
scared.
ア様の耳に開けてもいいですか？
He's quick to say yes. Could he be a little scared? If he is, that's kind of cute. Of course, I can't tell him that though. Tia Rose placed the honey pink colored earrings on the piercer, put her fingers on Aquaseed's earlobes. Okay, here we go with the game being descriptive. His earlobes are so soft, so fluffy. I want to enjoy more of this sensation, but I'll leave that for another time, girl.
ここら辺ですね。ちょっと痛いですけど。
大丈夫。
Tia Rose nodded, and with a click, she pierced Aquaseed's ears.
綺麗にピアスができました。はい、どうぞ。手鏡です。
ありがとう。
While he's checking his ears, let me do mine real quick too. The moment the arrows pierced her ears, Aquaseed spoke up. Oh.
ティアラの耳には私がつけてあげようと思っていたのに。
Looking how upset he was, the arrows couldn't help but laugh. Might have been better if I asked him to pierce my ears, but it's too late now. On their earlobes were pierced earrings of each other's hair color. Dark blue color for Tia Rose, honey pink color for Aquaseed. I wish happiness for both of us. Oh, here we go again. On a bright, beautiful morning, the unveiling party was held at Tia Rose's residence. Members of the royal family and other aristocrats gathered to celebrate Tia Rose and Aquaseed. As they entered the venue, guests showered them with flowers. Tia Rose smiled shyly, while the Aquaseed elegantly escorted her. Tia Rose's father, Clemental, teared up at the sight of how happy she was. He was overwhelmed with joy, knowing Tia Rose had found happiness with Aquaseed, feeling it to wipe away tears of happiness from a distance. So moved that she could barely see. From the bottom of her heart, she felt relieved that Tia Rose had married Heart Knight. Elliot watched her concern in his eyes. And at the end of the ceremony, Tia Rose read a heartfelt letter to her parents, thanking them for everything they had done for her. She hugged them, telling them how happy she was now and wishing the best for both as well. Guests have a warm round of applause, and the ceremony concluded successfully. Oh. After the unveiling ceremony, the two returned to Marine Forest. The grand wedding will take place at the cathedral in a month, with guests from all over the world coming to celebrate. Okay. Back in Marine Forest, the arrow sat on the sofa in Aquaseed's office, busy making final checks and arrangements for the wedding. She was particularly focused on the guests coming from foreign countries, carefully reviewing the guest list alongside Aquaseed. However, the task wasn't difficult for her. She had already received a thorough education on the history and persons of each country. Rather than memorizing the list from scratch, it was more of a confirmation process. Aquaseed, too, was impressive. He could remember everything after reading it once. Still, despite his ability, he looked a little tired from being overwhelmingly busy. Tia Rose noticed he was pushing himself a bit too hard. While Tia Rose was still checking the list, Aquaseed leaned over and rested his head on her shoulder. Tia Rose noticed he wanted attention and smiled. Aquaseed smiled too. Though both were busy, they were filled with happiness. On the other hand, Elliot was feeling a little lonely at the back of the office. He was filing some documents. I wish I had someone to be Elliot now. Oh my god. Days went by in the blink of an eye. It was the day before the wedding ceremony. Elliot, feeling this there. Pretty sure feeling it will be fine, right? Today's plans include bridal massage and nail salon. Ooh. Wedding preparations here aren't much different from Japanese weddings. After a long year of bridal training, I'm finally going to be Prince Aqua's wife. I'm so thrilled.
ティアラローズ様。無事にアクアスティード殿下とご結婚ができてよかったです。もう、ビリーネったら、今から涙ぐんでどうするの？そうですね。私ったら楽しみで。とりあえず、お茶を飲んで一旦落ち着きましょう。遅めの昼食をとったら、午後からは髪の手入れだったわよね。はい、その通りです。その後は結婚式の流れを確認してからご入浴。明日は朝が早いので、いつもより早めにお休みいただく予定です。
Eros knocked the door. Yeah, Eros looks at Vile.
誰かしら？お約束の予定はないはずよね。ええ、そうですね。私が確認してまいりますので、お願いね。嫌な予感がする。このパターン、前にもなかったかしら。
Huh. No, I must think about it. It might really happen. Lady Asila might just go.
ティアラローズ様。
あ、
アイシラ様がいらっしゃいましたが。
Well, I knew it. The hero visiting me just before the day of marriage. I'm scared, but I can't reject her.
アイシラ様がお通ししてちょうだい。かしこまりました。
A while later, Asila entered the room. With her maid, after the two greet each other, Tiaros offered her to take a seat. That's cute.
すみません。いいえ、アイシラ様が訪ねてきてくださるなんてとても嬉しいですわ。
And why would she be here? Did she come here to stop our wedding?
ティアラローズ様、この度はご結婚おめでとうございます。まあ、ありがとうございます。お忙しいところにお邪魔してしまいすみません。
Could it be that Lady Isa really doesn't have feelings for Prince Aqua? She probably doesn't. Last time we spoke at her place, she told me that she doesn't have anyone in mind, and her father is responsible for her marriage.
ティアラローズ様、私がアクアスティード殿下にお慕いしていると思いましたか？
Oh shit! Oh shit! You know. I'm gonna save it here. Let's put a save state. Yes. I mean. The gasp.
私は恋というものがよくわかりません。結婚はお父様がいい人を探してくださると思っていますから。アイシラ様。
She doesn't know love? Is it because I exist? Sequel here was supposed to cultivate love with a love interest. And that was supposed to be Prince Aqua, but because of me, Erland Lady loved by the Seafarers. Perfect match with Prince Aqua. But I can't let Prince Aqua go. It's probably a wrong move to apologize to her, but still, I feel like it's my responsibility.
私はそこまでです。
Oh. What is it? I didn't let anyone else inside. What the fuck? Why are you
改
here?
めてご結婚おめでとうございます、ティアラ様。はじめまして、アイシラ様。私、アカリ
The fuck are you doing here?
ご挨拶ありがとうございます、あかり様。私はアイシラ・パールランドですわ。
The fuck is the... What the fuck are you
続
doing
編
here?
のヒロイン。ゲームと一緒ね。ヒロインになれたのだから、もっと嬉しそうにしたらいいのに。あかり様、アイシラ様に失礼な物言いはおやめくださいませ。あら、ごめんなさい。ご不快にさせてしまったかしら。申し訳ないわ。
Girl!
いいえ、私は気にしていませんから。ティアラローズ様、アクアスティード殿下にご報告に行ってまいります。いえ、そこまではしなくて大丈夫よ。
Feeling just angry right
あかり
now.
様、いきなり何をしに来られた
How
の
the
です？
fuck did you get in here?
続編ヒロインっていうラッキーガールを見ようと思ったの。人生はもっと楽しむべきよ。 アイシラ様はヒロインなのにそれが全くできてない。まあアクア様を取られるよりはいいけれど。あかり様。
Lady Akari, she really does love Otome games. Kari turned around and took a good look at
ティアラ
Aisula.
様、アイシラ様は私たちのように。
Gaze I falls. Okay, thank you for the alert, Tatsuya. And you have a good night.
私たちのように転生者でも転移者でもありません。現代のスイーツに関して話してみても特に反応がありませんでしたから。
お二人は仲良しでいらっしゃるんですね。そうなんです。私、アイシラ様が言う通りティアラ様の友人なんです。だからティアラ様のことが心配で心配で。心配ですか？ええ。アイシラ様はいつもアクア様のそばにいらっしゃるじゃないですか。
She's so
私の友人の
straightforward.
旦那様にあまり近づかないでくださいませ。
Damn girl, she's so forward. Kari points directly at Aisula.
申し訳ございません、ティアラローズ様。やはり私は
Girl!
配慮すべきでしたよね。
おやめください、アイシラ様。そのようなこと気にしないでくださいませ。
ごめんなさい。ご不快な気分にさせてしまったわね。
Okay, she actually learns how to say sorry. Okay then.
ティアラローズ様、そろそろ
Uh-oh.
アクアスティード殿下がいらっしゃるお時間です。あ、そうね。最終確認をしなければいけなかったわね。
まあ、お忙しいのにすっかり長居してしまって申し訳ございませんでした。
では私もそろそろ。
Kari walked towards the window. She going back from the window?
あかり様、今日はどうしてここに？
No, I don't think
殿下
so.
もご一緒ですよね。
いいえ、私の独断で来たの。
どうして？
別に。私はただ続編の結末を見に来ただけ。
本当にあかり様は乙女ゲームが好きね。
Oh, good for her. She's actually having character development.
ではまたね、ティアラ様。
Kari jumped out of the window and vanished.
転移魔法。
Jeez, so she can technically teleport that far now? I guess? Damn. Oh, what the fuck? Kari lands on the ground. She was in a hotel room, short distance away from the castle. Huh.
私、過去は気にしない。今はティアラ様が大好き。
Aww.
親友だって思ってる。ア
Okay.
イシラ様。さすが続編のヒロインね。けれど、それがとても怖い。純粋な子ほど何をするかわからないから。ラピスラズリの指輪の続編。攻略対象者はアクア様、エリオット、森の妖精王キース、アイシラ様の
Lady
屋
is-
敷の羊。
There's a butler.
その
Ooh.
4人に加えて隠しルートの空の
Sky
妖精
Fairy
王。
King.
けれど今、アイシラ様がいるのは
Oh.
間違いなくアクア様のルート。
Oh.
続編では背中についたリボンの色でどのルートなのかがわかるようになっている。
Color of her back ribbon?
心配ですか？
Wait. It's still dark blue. Yeah.
申し訳ございません、ティアラローズ様。やはり私はもっと配慮すべきでしたのね。アイシラ様の背中には綺麗なダークブルーのリボンがあったわ。あれは間違いなくアクア様のルートを表す色。ヒロインのアイシラ様に大好きなティアラ様の結婚式をめちゃくちゃにさせはしない。
I Damn. The hectic day before the wedding has passed. It was finally the day of the arrows at Aquasteed's grand wedding ceremony. As guests were starting to gather, Isilla, the Pearland Duke's daughter, was also on her way to the cathedral. Okay. On her way to the cathedral, inside the carriage, she remembered about yesterday.
あかり様がおっしゃっていたこと。
Akai, what did you say? Mama? Oh, Jesus.
ええ、アイシラ様はいつもアクア様のそばにいらっしゃるじゃないですか。
Girl.
私は アクアスティード殿下のことを
Girl,
どのように
oh
思
no!
っていたのでしょうか。アクアスティード殿下に恋愛感情なんて私は持っていないのに、アクアスティード殿下はとても優秀で毎日海に潜っているような私とは。
Isila held tightly onto the cushion that was prepared in the carriage. Her coral hair accessory swayed as she looked
だっ
down.
て私はアクアスティード殿下に釣り合わないもの。
Oh no.
なのに
Because Akai mentioned stuff to her, now she's... Oh
それ
no.
に結婚は家のためにするもの。私は恋愛結婚なんていつもはこんなことないのに、どうして今はこんなにも気持ちがグラグラしてしまうのかしら。きっとあかり様があのようなことをおっしゃるから、だからこんなにも胸が締め付けられそうになる。
Oh god. No.
これ
No. It was going really good. At the cathedral, Tiaros and Aquasteed's wedding was just about to be solemnized. Stained glass, made of corals and glass, beamed the light of blessing from the sun. Statue of fairies were placed at the entrance, and in this country it is said that couples get married under the blessing of fairies.
私本当に変ではない？世界で一番お綺麗ですから自信をお持ちください。
That's pretty.
何度も申し上げますがお綺麗です。本当に大丈夫？森の妖精が送ってくれた花をあしらったドレスに空の妖精の祝福をまとったベールがふわりと舞ってお綺麗でいらっしゃいます。まるで月の妖精が舞い降りてきたかのようです。アクアスティード殿下の髪色に合わせてダークブルーのリボンが巻かれたブーケも素敵です。本当？もう先ほどからずっとドキドキしてしまって。大丈夫です。さあ入場の時間ですよ。ええ。
The cathedral door opened slowly. Yaros took a deep breath and closed her eyes. I was scared if I was able to marry Prince Aqua. I was thinking if he chose Lady Azula at the last minute. I was worried for days, but now... I have no worries. Right here, right now. I'm going to marry Prince Aqua. Yay! VILLAINESS already at her seat, tapping through. She was always like my big sister. I'm blessed to have her here today. There are two entrances to this cathedral. Door of Happiness, which I entered, and the Door of Determination, which Prince Aqua entered. Ooh. The two blue wedding aisles represent our different path before marriage. At the center of the room, the two aisles meet. The aisle's blue color gradates to white, symbolizing the hope that the two of us will paint our path together in our colors. Tiaros and Aquasteed walked slowly towards the center of the room, where the aisle meet. Everyone was warmly congratulating the two, except for one person. No! No! Oh no! Here we go! Oh no. Isila, don't do this. Please. Akai had to say something. I know she was just looking out for the MC, but she didn't need to talk. It was going well. Girl, don't think about it. Don't worry about it anymore, please. Before she could think, Isila rose to her feet, about to step forward. However, someone grabbed her hand to stop her.
やっぱり
Oh
アクアさん
god.
が好きだったのね。そんな、私はまさかそのようなこと。
I took away for an hour and you're already getting married?
胸の痛みが
Well, volume 2 is apparently about
愛
that.
というものだと、そういう先ほどから早金のように高鳴る鼓動。やっぱり怒ったわね、このイベント。
It was very unlikely to happen, but the possibility wasn't zero. Besides, I've been wondering about the color of her ribbon. In the sequel of The Ring of Lapis Lazuli, there's an event which a love interest will marry another character. In that case, the heroine can gate crash. Oh. Oh. The only condition is that the heroine's ribbon is the color of the male character. Since Lady Tiara is an irregular character in the sequel, I wasn't completely sure if the event was going to happen, but I'm glad I attended this wedding by all possible means. Just in case.
私は正直、結婚式に乱入っていうイベントが大好きです。
What I'm hearing is homewrecker. That girl is like, what, 15 years old? Bro.
だってときめくじゃないですか。花嫁のいる花婿が自分を選んでくれるんですよ。
Girl, what are you dying to do?
私はそれ以上に幸せそうに笑っている親友の結婚式をぶち壊されるのは許せない。
奇遇なことに俺も同感だな。
妖精王キース？
The Forest Fairy King is here.
いつの間に転移してきたの？周りの人たちは。
アイシラと言ったか。あの二人に何かしようというのなら。
めっそうもございません。妖精王のお心のままに。私ではアクアスティード殿下の隣にいられないのですね。
Isilla? Well, apparently she realized she likes the guy that our MC is marrying. Somebody crying? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, girl. Don't worry about it. I guess, just I thought she was in love with Prince Aqua.
アクア様。
Aquaseed immediately noticed she had called his name. Damn, he looks good in that tuxedo though. Aquaseed tilted his head. He looked around to see what's wrong and soon noticed Isilla. Oh no. Yaros noticed Aquaseed looking at Isilla for a moment. For a moment she forgot that she was wearing a wedding dress. She ran to him.
ティアラ
Aquaseed looked surprised as the arrows reached him. He held her gently.
申し訳ありません。私、本来ならバージンロードが交わるところで合流する
Oh
予
boy.
定だったのに。
Couldn't help myself thinking that maybe Lady Isilla was going to take Prince Aqua away from me.
またしても私がティアラを不安にさせてしまっていたんだね。
Aquaseed rubbed her cheeks gently. Tiara Rosa's shoulder twitched shyly. Then she swept her up like a princess and walked off to the wedding aisle. Damn.
アクア様。
Why is he heading towards Lady Isilla? Is he going to choose her over me? Fortunately, her wish wasn't heard. Aquaseed stood in front of
ア
Isilla.
クアスティード殿下。
今日は列席してくれてありがとう。
いえ、おめでとうございます。アクアスティード殿下、ティアラローズ様。
私はティアラローズだけが大切なんだ。ごめんね、アイシラ嬢。
You know what? Aquaseed is not really he has an idea on everything. He has a brain. He's not dense.
誰よりもお幸せになってくださいね。ですが、もう吹っ切れましたから。
No, good on her, okay. Isilla slowly shook her head, as if she was trying to reassure the two. Not gonna lie, Aquaseed sounds like a weird name for a person. Maybe a horse? Maybe.
幸せになってください。
恋心を教えてくれてありがとうございます。
Aw. She is just a nice person then. It shows me over the heroine.
ティアラ、
そんな泣いてなんて。
Girl. I want to tell him that I'm not crying, but I can't stop my tears.
泣いているティアラは可愛すぎて
Sir!
食べてしまいたくなるから困る。
Sir!
あ、止まったね。残念。
Too bad you stopped crying. Damn. Wanna tease? Wanna tease this man? Aquastine smiled and kissed the arrows. Still Princess carrying her. He walked back to the wedding
おめ
aisle.
でとうございます。それでは新郎から新婦へ誓いの魔法を込めた。
ティアラ、私の魔力すべてを込めた指輪だ。
So wait, he
受け
can
取って
get...
くれるかい？
What the fuck? The fuck? Tiaro slowly held out her left hand. Aquastine took her hand and put the ring on.
私のものだね。もう話してあげない。
Male seahorses are the male ones. I know, but what the fuck? Aquastine lifted her hand and kissed her gently on her fingers by the ring. The arrows
そ
blushed.
れでは新婦から新郎へ魔力を込めた。
After the bride receives the ring, she will kiss the groom on his forehead. The magic powers of the bride sent as a vow.
私も話さないです。
あ、そうして。
はい。
Aquastine kneeled down and Tiaros gave a kiss on his forehead. The kiss gave off a faint glow.
それでは
Ah,
最後
there
に
it is.
続けよ
Oh, there's the achievement, Vow of Love. That's cute. Where's my F12? There you go. Aw. Aquastine slowly lifted Tiaros' veil. He leaned forward and gently kissed her on the lips. As Tiaros let out a small gasp, the Aquastine traced her lips with the tip of his tongue as he didn't want to let her lips go. Goddamn! Game! Descriptions, but okay then. He chuckled as Tiaros twitched a little. He slowly let her go.
愛してる。一生大切にして幸せにする。
はい。
You better, because there's people who's gonna be angry at you. As the two exchanged their bow, a warm round of applause filled the venue. Then suddenly, a flash beamed through the cathedral. Aquastine instantly pulled Tiaros closer and covered up on her. It's like the stars are showering on
時
us.
代の王と王妃よ、貴殿たちの健やかなる幸せとこの国の平和を祝福しよう。
妖精王、今の光は森の妖精王の祝福だったのか。なんとめでたい。
アクアスティーノ殿下、おめでとうございます。
As the guests congratulated them, they showed the two. They showered the two with flower petals. Watching the flower
あなた
shower,
とはいいな。
Keith snapped his fingers. The petals started to glow and pranced through the cathedral.
全く花をはべらすティアラが美しくて
Sir,
欲しくなって困るな。
sir.
ダメです。そんなことを言うとアクア様に怒られますよ。
Sir.
また泣いているのか、ティアラ。
嫌だ。私ったら嬉しくて幸せで
Aww.
涙が止まらないみたいです。
Was able to marry Prince Aqua with many people warmly congratulating us. Finally, the sequel game has finished. from now on, everything will be based on my reality. I don't have anything to worry. Kiss her again. Yeah, Rose had earned her happiness. Her eyes were filled with tears. Aquasteed hugged her tightly in joy. Ooh. Oh, epilogue. Here we go. It was the evening after the grand wedding ceremony. Aquasteed was feeling a little nervous. Finally, this day I've longed for has come. The love of my life is now mine. Damn. Tiara looked so adorable in her dress. I thought I might have to look her up. Sir? Sir? Excuse me? Sir? Sir?
Tiara, 早く来て。
I know that wasn't your thoughts, but sir? Aquasteed glanced over to a box on the table. He had been waiting for the item to arrive, which he had made to order. Oh, is this the thing that he was working with Isilla? With the help of Lady Isilla, I was able to design a hair ornament myself, using corals and pearls just for Tiara. Oh. It took some time to complete, but it was made by the best craftsman in this country. I can finally give it to her. Small knock was followed by the voice of a long-awaited love of his life.
Tiara, どうぞ。
失礼します。アクア様、お待たせしてしまってすみません。
大丈夫だよ。おいで。
Aquasteed escorted her to the sofa. She sat down on the soft sofa, so soft that she sank deeply than she intended. Oh, hey, Dean. Hey, Dean, how was Pokemon?
失礼いたしました。
大丈夫だよ。そのまま楽な姿勢で。
Hey, Dean. How was Pokemon? Oh, Racer, hi. It's alright, you can relax here. How cute is she? Is she trying to make me fall for her even more? Okay. Is she now stream? Been chilling. We're on the epilogue of volume 2. So, almost at the end. Yeah, how was Z2A? Yeah, you finished beating up someone? Aquaseed laughed as Tiaros tried to sit up. He put his hand on her shoulder to let her continue to sit back.
疲れただろ？結婚式は来賓も多いからね。
いえ。
Oh yeah, we just Pokemon went well nearing the end of the game. Oh, nice.
森の妖精王にも祝福してもらえるとは思っていませんでしたが。
Flashback.
時代の王と王妃よ。貴殿たちの健やかなる幸せと
Up there he is again.
この国の平和を祝福しよう。
He must like Tiara a lot. Yeah, he does. Yes.
嬉しいけどね。確かに。私としてはティアラを取られたみたいで嫌だけど。
アクア様。
Okay. Aquaseed hugged her tightly, locking her inside his
ティア
arms.
ラにプレゼントがあるんだ。風よ。
He didn't want to let go of Tiara. He uses wind magic to bring the box to his
開
hands.
けてみ
Damn.
て。気に入ってもらえると嬉しいんだけど。
Oh yeah, thanks for the raid. If you need to go sleep, feel free to do so, Dean. I know it's late there.
これ、アクア様の色の髪飾り。
真珠にサンゴ。白いレースにダークブルーの長いリボンをあしらってみたんだ。
とても嬉しいです。
I wish we could see it. Pretty sure it looks really
ティアラ
pretty.
に喜んでもらえてよかった。
つけてみてもいいですか？
もちろん。貸してごらん。
He put the ornament on the side of her head. That way, the ribbon was visible from the front, almost like a claim that he was hers. Damn. Goddamn.
似合ってる。
ありがとうございます、アクア様。いえ、そのアクア。
よくできました。
He gently passed her head, kissed her on the forehead. Her honey pink hair tickled his cheeks.
ティアラは心地いいね。こうやってずっと触れていても
Okay.
飽きない。
Okay, warning, but okay. Grabs her cheek a little, then gave gentle kisses all over her face. Tiara Rose looked shy, but smiled a little.
私だって飽きませんよ。
なら似た者夫婦だね。
He giggled and kissed her on the
そう
lips.
いえばあかり嬢とずいぶん楽しそうだったね。
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
いつの間にあんなに仲良くなったの？
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Better than you don't worry about it.
ティアラ様、久しぶり。私、これを結婚の贈り物に持ってきたの。これは、ピアス？そうなんです。ティアラ様とアクア様の色なんですよ。一つずつ耳につけてくださいね。
Don't worry about it.
ティアラがマリンフォレストに来るとき、あかり嬢から魔法で届けられた手紙、あれがきっかけだったことはなんとなく想像がついているのだけれど、
Don't worry about it. It's a girl thing. Probably a girl thing.
ティアラは以前あかり嬢には傷つけられたこともあったのに。
あかり様は、マリンフォレストに来る私に
Oh, there's a typo.
エールを送ってくださ
There's
っ
a
たんです。
typo.
エールを？
はい。
Why would she do that?
なんと説明すればいいのか。
ティアラ、どういうことか教えて。
He held her cheeks with both hands. Tiara Rose gave up and opened her mouth.
そのアクアはとてもモテるから負けるなとあかり様が。
I guess you can word it like that, yeah. I was not expecting the two to be talking about such matters. Besides, I only love and care about Tiara. No, I did make her feel insecure. Yep, you kinda did, yeah. A little bit, probably.
すまなかった、ティアラ。
あ、いえ、私が勝手に寂しがっていただけです。アクアはいつも一緒にいてくださいますし、もう寂しくはないです。
Oh, there you go. We get to see the accessory that he made. Oh, pretty. Apparently that's made of corals. Tiaros hugged onto him tightly. She's so cute when she's looking up at me. Is she going to kill me with her cuteness? Okay. Okay, buddy.
もう寂しい思いをさせはしない。
You better not. You guys are married now. The two exchanged a smile, their eyes locking. They leaned in for another kiss, thoughts and dreams of the future awaiting them. There you go. There we go. There we go. We finished volume 2. So that means there's volume 3 unlocked now. So yeah. What was on the wait, where's the back button? Keita's still here. Who the fuck is this lady? I have no idea who these two are. But I guess we'll meet them on volume 3. Let's see. Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. I like that the other characters are having character development over the course of the game, so that's something. Keyboard shortcut, bonus story, album. Oh. Okay, so I guess these are something I have to unlock by getting all the ending stuff. There's even a keyboard shortcut. Okay. Character 1. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay then. Okay, I am not gonna spoil myself, so I know I clicked on that one tab, but I didn't read it, so I didn't want to spoil myself. Yeah, anyway. Well, I guess I'll find out who the character are next week. I am getting hungry, so I think I should end it there. Really getting hungry. Yeah, volume 2 has been good. I like it. So I guess probably if I can do a long stream next Tuesday for this one, I'll finish volume 3 if I can. If not, we'll just try to half it again. Yeah, it's gonna be it's just a short stream for now. I don't want to my brain can't process stuff at the moment. It's still early in the week, so my brain is not braining. Yeah. Let's find someone to raid. Someone else playing any visual novels at the moment. Hmm. Let me check on my game. Am I the only one playing at the moment who's live? Yep. Looks like it's just me. Just me live with this tag, I guess. Oh, visual novel. Visual. Yep, no one is playing other games at the moment. I guess I'll just look at the recommended stuff on my list. Yeah, I'll just go raid Yuna. She's playing Hades too. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Ragnarok Online. I think it's gonna be me, Dean, and John. I don't know if Kana is gonna be there. We'll see. Raid for those who are subbed. Here you go. Me. Raid. Yuna Kitsunebi. If I can spell it correctly. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Ragnarok Online. Sorry if this is a short stream. I need to go and do some stuff. And I need to go eat. Really hungry at the moment. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. For now, I'm gonna dip and go eat.